Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So, I'm out on a hike and we're going to be staying out here tonight. We're just going to do a little bit of what I think is kind of an interesting test. And I'm going to be testing my Daypack. So basically I'm just going to, pretend that I'm a lost hiker and that I need to stay out here. And I can, only use what's in my Daypack, because really that's what you should be prepared for when you're packing a Daypack. So, I'm not that remote. I'm just on some private property that I have access to. So, you may hear dogs barking or, far off voices or something, but we're out in the woods, that's what really matters. And it's a good testing ground for, testing out your skills, because if something goes, horribly wrong, you're not that far away from civilization. So, I'll show you what's in my pack. I'll kind of tell you my plans, and let's get to it. Alright guys, so there's my pack. It's a Kelty Red Wing 2650. It's a little bit older model. You'll see a review out on it. So that's kind of how I have it, packed up. And it weighs, I didn't weigh it exactly. I'd guess probably 20 to 25 pounds. So not too bad. You'll see on the strap I do have that Knives of Alaska Alpha Wolf in my custom Kydex sheath. So I'll unpack the backpack and show you the contents. Alright guys, so starting with the pack, it's the Kelty Red Wing 2650. I got this a few years back. I really like the pack. You will see a review on it. I'm not going to go into too great of detail on a lot of the stuff. Some of these items you will see reviews on. So I have a rain cover for the pack. With the pack, I always keep an extra pair of 40-inch REI straps. Those just come in real handy if I need to strap something to the bottom of the pack, like a sleeping pad or something I find along the trail. I have a sitting pad. This is just a foam pad I cut out. That's really nice to have. It just, for kneeling, for sitting down, it just keeps you dry. And it's been raining the past few days really heavily, so the ground is absolutely soaked right now. So that's, is really going to come in handy. So let's, move on down the line here. So right here we have a shovel. So this is the Fiskars branded, just polymer shovel. I just got that. I'll, be testing that out. We have a pair of extra eyeglasses. I'm wearing contacts right now, so that's kind of a specific thing for me. But so I have those packed. I have some extra AA batteries. I have a toothbrush that I've cut off in the middle. I have an extra cord lock, and I have some earplugs. Earplugs actually come in handy some nights if there's a strong wind or there's just noises that are bugging you. You can throw in earplugs and it'll help you sleep. This is a headlight. Recently picked up. This is actually a really good deal. I got this off bowtashtactical.com. So this is a Remington brand little headlight. Throws off 70 lumens, and I got it for $8. So can't beat that at all. The other light that I have is my trusty Phoenix LD10. This is my little everyday carry light I brought along as well. I really like that you can pull that clip off, take your hat, and throw it on the hat just like that. So it can also function as a headlight, which is a really nice feature. That's come in handy many times. Moving on, we do have the Knives of Alaska Alpha Wolf. So got a good fixed blade knife, very solid, full tang. So that's really nice. And normally I run a larger fixed blade and a small foldable backpacking saw. This trip I'm gonna try out the axe. This is an axe I've actually had for a long time, used it pretty extensively. This is a Gerber Sportster, I believe. I don't know if they're still making this exact axe, but I know that they're making one, fairly similar. I did just wrap a little athletic tape around the handle just to give a little bit better grip, and I have a lanyard on there. So we're gonna run the axe. It's a little bit lighter weight to just carry this, opposed to, a large knife and a saw. So for a day hike, it's kind of fitting. Trekking pole. I usually just run one trekking pole because I usually have a camera in the other hand. So, 2 trekking poles will just get in the way. I have the Victorinox Deluxe Tinker. Really like that. It's nice and light. It's around 4 ounces. It has pliers, which is a really big thing to me in the outdoors. I really like having pliers. So that's, you know, I'm taking this instead of my full-size multi-tool, so saving a bit of weight on that. I have closing in, you know, around 2 liters of water right here. So I have a Nalgene. Now this is one of the lighter weight Nalgenes. I really like these. These definitely save a bit of weight opposed to, you know, like the clear ones. So I really like this. This is essentially the same material that milk jugs are made out of. So it's very inert plastic. It's very durable. Has a little bit of give to it, but not too much. So I really like those. This one, obviously just a regular bottle of water, nice and lightweight. I'm also running a Camelback water bottle, nothing special. I don't really like that this is exposed, it can get dirty. But what I really like about this bottle is that it fits really well around this can. So this is just a standard soup can, so I can just stick it in there like that, stick this in my drink holder, and I have a metal container with me. So it's really important to have a good metal container, even, you know, something as simple as a soup can. If you need to boil water or something like that, it's important to have. Up here I have my fire kit. I'll make a separate video on this, but, you know, 3 different types of way to start a fire, an accelerant, some cotton balls, so it's a pretty good fire kit. My compass, I don't have a map, obviously, like I told you, I'm not actually, you know, that far, you know, remote. This is more of just kind of a drill or a test, just to, you know, kind of test out this gear and make sure that it would all work if I really was in a, you know, a remote location where I couldn't get out if I had to. Moving on down the line. Alright, so what we have here, as far as water goes, I have the Life Straw, and this is a pretty interesting item. Go ahead and, you know, check it up, look it up yourself, and, you know, check it out. It's pretty interesting. Essentially, this is a filter that you can just sit, you know, put straight in the water and drink. So this will filter out everything. So really interesting. This is actually designed for third world countries and kind of the humanitarian efforts. So you can pick these up on Amazon for like 20 or 25 bucks. I haven't tried it out. I may try it out today and see how it works. See if I get sick or not. But it's really lightweight. It's a little bulky, but it's really lightweight. A very interesting product to throw in a day pack. I also have that backed up with just some iodine tablets. And what you see here, this is a Seattle Sports foldable bucket. Got this off REI, so if I wanted to filter water, I could, you know, scoop this, you know, scoop water into this, carry this wherever I want it, filter out of this. Also, if I just, you know, need water for washing or things that I don't necessarily need filtered water for, I can, you know, transport it in this bucket. So this bucket folds up really small. It's a very lightweight thing, but it provides you some extra functionality. Up here on top, this is my little basic cook set. So I just have some foil that I could put on that can and create a lid with. I have my Sea to Summit aluminum spork, and this is a MSR plate. A lot of this stuff, guys, I got off REI.com. REI has a great store. As far as food goes, I did already have dinner tonight, so food and water, as you can tell, aren't going to be a huge challenge right now. Really, this is more focused on shelter, and that's really what I'm going to spend the most of my time building. So, food right now, I've got some cereal. I think those are Apple Jacks. I have some different cereal bars. I have some Cheez-Its. I have a lemonade mix out of a MRE. And I have some mixed nuts. So, I got plenty of food. But one thing I really like about all this food is that it's all food that doesn't need to be cooked. So I don't necessarily have to have a fire in order to be able to eat. Now I'll probably build a fire just because I love having them. And it'll also provide me a little extra warmth. It's probably going to get down to around 55 or 60 tonight, so not super cold, but cold enough that I'll appreciate a fire. So as far as the food, that's all carried in just this mesh sack. So keep moving. Right here, we have in this red bag right there, that's my kind of emergency bag. So I have my first aid kit right here. I have a rescue mirror, or a signal mirror, I guess I should say. I have a whistle, a Fox 40 whistle, and I have this little thermal bivvy. So this actually may get used tonight. I doubt it'll get cold enough, but if I'm getting a little chilly, I can always crawl into this. So that's a nice thing to have. Also, if somebody were to fall in water and was going hypothermic, this would be a really good thing to be able to get them. So, moving on. I have my, basically like my work kit. So in here I have good, solid leather gloves. Leather gloves are really important, especially if you're doing any work. You really need to save your hands. If your hands get tore up, that's going to be a big problem for you. I've got a spool of cord, so I got some, basically this is some like duck line, so just some lightweight cord, and then I wrapped a bunch of paracord around that. So I got some cordage, a good amount. Have some wire, so you can make snares or something with that. A small little fishing kit. I have some toilet paper, always important. Have some duct tape and some zip ties. So just, you know, a good basic work materials that I can get a lot of stuff done with. As far as clothing goes, up here, we'll take a look at that real fast. I have my North Face Gore-Tex jacket over here. I have an extra pair of wool socks, my schmog. I have a North Face fleece jacket right there. What I'm wearing right now, I've got a polyester shirt on. These are just some standard BDUs. Not the best pants. I prefer something synthetic that would dry out faster. But these are nice and durable, nice and cheap. They work. And oh, on the pocket, I do have the Lone Wolf Mini Landslide. I probably could go without this blade, seeing as I have the others, but I just like it. I want to carry it. And, you know, gotta review it, so gotta test it. So, moving on. Down here, the final piece to this all is this right here. So what this is, I have 4 stakes. This is essentially going to be my shelter tonight. So I didn't bring a tent, so I'm going to build a shelter. So I got 4 stakes, I have two trash bags. These are good heavy-duty, like contractor bags. This is a lightweight 6x8 tarp. So I got this at Walmart, literally for like $4. I'm not crazy about the blue color, and I prefer something maybe a little bit lower key, but for the price, it's hard to beat. Just has plastic grommets on it and everything. But real lightweight. This is a thinner one. You don't want to get one of the really heavy duty ones because that's going to be really heavy carrying it. So a good lightweight 6x8 tarp. We'll see if that's big enough, and maybe an 8x10 would be better. I'm not sure. And then again, I just have a little bit extra cordage in here. So I'm thinking I'll probably make a raised sleeping platform, seeing how wet the ground is right now. I don't really want to sleep on it. I think it just, you know, zap all the heat out of my body because it's so wet right now. So I'm gonna get to working on that, and see you soon. Alright, so this area right in here is gonna be my campsite. I'm gonna keep going. This is kind of the tricky part. Makes you think you have a fire, but it's not really to the self-sustaining point, so